We are all feeling traumatized and we are impacted by this victimizing experience, obviously the pandemic. And what's really needed is resilience. And I've been talking a lot about resilience in a lot of my videos, and I've been coaching a lot of people in having resilience in the face of the challenge. So right now I want to focus on the very subtle, the very inner, and the very emotional aspect of resilience. So the first thing to do, rather than keeping our distressed feelings all bottled up and suppressing our negative emotions, we have to do just the opposite, which is expressing, accepting, enduring, and sharing those negative emotions with others, which builds resilience. And it makes us stronger in the face of this challenge. The brain is just like another organ which can be restructured, and we can change the function of the brain by expressing more positive emotions like gratitude, kindness, love, compassion, meaning, and purpose. And also adding to this, how about some attitude change, which is having an attitude of a coping strategy to deal with the challenge in a more action-oriented way. Another attitude is to have acceptance-based orientation, which means we accept the situation for what it is and deal with it instead of complaining and living in despair. It's also time to turn towards a spiritual way of life, because spirituality contributes to personal and social resilience. It's easier to turn to spirituality to cope with trauma and perceived victimization. And I believe connecting to a higher power expands the sense of me from being this powerless individual to this infinite, magnanimous powerhouse of the divine. A very important understanding needed to build resilience is to understand what we can control and what we can't. Because once we understand this, what we have a control over, we have a great control over the entire situation instead of having a victim mentality. And I believe gratitude is the key, because it clearly shows our strengths.